Message, I'd say, don't be racist.
We are not just pirates. We are not out there to steal everything.
Don't worry, we are not penjajah. We did not even jajah for Malaysia.
Raya we got money, but Christmas, I think if someone give me a present, I think it's a bit meaningful more than just the cash.
Wow.
Yes.
I hope that Malaysian can adapt with Indian or Chinese tradition or culture since
Satu je saya nak kata, bersatu teguh bercerai roboh.
aku bila also cannot remember.
Yeah, I don't remember. I was very young at that time, but I still remember that.
Hi guys, so my name is Haziq and I'm your host for today's episode. So for today, we'll be asking some of your UiTM campus gamat students about their thoughts and opinion regarding multicultural diversity in Malaysia. Do share your own thoughts and opinion about how you feel regarding the same topic down in the comment section below. If you happen to like the content, leave a like and share it to your friends. Now without waiting any further, let's go. Tell me about your name and where you're from.
My name is Wana Anissa.
My name is Putra. You can call me Putra.
Alright, so my name is Adam.
Hello everyone, I'm Dia.
My name is Izdamia.
I'm Anas.
Haikal as our boy.
Muhammad Izzuddin.
Ika Haikal.
Okay. So, for my first question to you guys is, can you tell me about your cultural background and what it means to you?
My cultural background, so basically I'm from a mixed family. So my dad is Malay Indian basically, and then my mom is pure Siamese but from Malaysia. So and what it means to me is that I can have a huge mixed family where I can speak various language and know a wide variety of culture. So yeah.
My family, both my parents are Malay, and my parents are half Bugis, but we don't actually speak any Bugis at home. And my culture background at my home is exposed to only Malay culture, so I don't have any mix with different cultures.
My cultural background. So I am mostly Malay, but I am a quarter Bugis. My grandmother is Bugis. So I do identify myself as quarter Bugis, part Bugis. I do have family in Pontian, Johor who are fully Bugis. So yeah, I am a mix of both Malay and Bugis.
For me, so basically I am part Malaysian and part Australian. So my father is Australian and my mom is Malaysian. And about my cultural background, I don't know, but I can say I am quite proud of my cultural background.
So my cultural background, I am actually fully Malay, but actually my great grandmother is actually Japanese. Only her, she's only Japanese in our family. So I think culture is very meaningful in our family as we celebrate a few traditions such as Hari Raya is a big thing for our family. So I think culture is very meaningful for us.
My cultural background is I'm part Chinese, and for me, my Chinese part is quite hold a special place in my identity lah.
Your identity. Haikal first.
For me, my background is my father is Chinese and my mom is what to call Sabahan. Yeah. So I'm mixed, right? But my IC is Malay. I don't know why. Don't ask me why I'm Malay. But yeah, I'm quite proud of it for being mixed.
I see.
Ibu saya Melayu, ayah saya pun Melayu dan mereka dua-dua orang Johor. Dan saya sangat-sangat bangga menjadi Melayu kerana kita ada hak kita di Malaysia.
Cultural background. I was born in mixed Malay and Chinese family. My maternal side is Malay. My paternal side is Chinese. So ever since I was childhood, I was being exposed to this different culture, like Malay culture, Chinese culture, until I was teenager. And for me, it means a lot because I embrace both culture. So yeah, that's for my answer to your question.
Okay, now proceeding to the next question. What is your favorite aspect of living in a multicultural society like Malaysia?
I feel like we can learn more about various maybe food or tradition, So I have friends from various background of culture. So basically Chinese, Indian, and Siamese, and sometimes. I think that's all from now. So we learn a lot about what to do and what to not do, and then what's fun to celebrate during celebrations. What food is fun to eat, and we get to share everything together. So yeah.
Okay, maybe my favorite aspect that I can put a focus on, maybe the shared culture in terms of the food, like Anissa mentioned, and your perayaan and your festivals that only specific cultures do. Maybe from Sabah Sarawak, they have some celebrate Christmas and such, right? So we Malay, we don't actually celebrate that. So getting to know from their perspective is actually a quite fun experience for us, even we don't go through it. So it's fun to get to know others' cultures about it from their own perspective that is being told to us directly. So I think that's a very valuable aspect lah, from a quite broad culture in Malaysia.
My favorite aspect of living in a multicultural country, it's probably the melting pot of so many celebrations, so many foods, so many things like clothing and food, clothing, celebrations and stuff like that. So it's a really interesting thing to see, especially in a country like this, because you don't get to see such such melting pot of so many cultures, so many races in one country such as Malaysia. So that is quite nice, actually.
I think for Malaysia in comparison to, let's say, America, in Malaysia you can see that many races, many traditions and culture are actually well shared, and we do not have a problem with sharing our culture. Actually, students wearing saris and so on, and it is something that is well celebrated here in comparison to America. Let's say that if another race or another culture dresses or style their certain hair in a certain style, they usually get bashed and criticized for culture appropriation, right?
Yes, appropriation.
Culture appropriation. But in here in Malaysia, we celebrate it together, and I see that as the focal point of what makes Malaysia beautiful and having multicultures in it.
For me, I think it's very nice because since school, I already have Chinese friends, Indian friends. So I think multiracial countries such as Malaysia, I think it's a good chance for people to grow to be a better community than the other countries.
For me, in Malaysia, everyone can visit any other cultures, traditions or culture, which mean Chinese people also can going to open house, which in during Raya, during Hari Raya, or Malay people can go to open house during Chinese New Year.
Part adalah kita boleh belajar tentang culture lain, boleh mendalami culture lain. So it's beautiful lah for me.
Bagi saya, banyak benda yang kita boleh dapat apabila kita hidup dalam multicultural ni. Antaranya macam yang kawan saya cakap, dapat belajar kebudayaan masing-masing. Sebab mungkin ada macam contoh, Cina budaya dia lain, Melayu budaya lain. Kita tak stick dan duduk dalam satu kotak saja. Kita dapat belajar macam mana budaya lain terbentuk, budaya lain semayang dan sebagainya. Dan pada masa yang sama, setiap kaum ni ada perangai yang tertentu, dan apabila kita duduk dengan mereka, kita dapat belajar satu perkara yang baru. Macam contoh India, makanan dia, macam contoh Cina, cara dia meraihkan perayaan dia, dan budaya-budaya lainnya yang ada kat Malaysia. Itu je.
My favorite aspect, I will say that my favorite aspect of living in such diversity country is that we can exchange our culture with different people, and then we learn their traditions, their cultures, their all those related stuff. That is my favorite aspect in this country.
How often do you interact with people from different cultural or racial background?
Let's say almost every day, because like I said, my mom is Siamese, and then I have a friend who's Indian and also Chinese. So basically, I do that daily.
You have a lot of friends.
Yeah.
I'd say not often, because my friend circle is actually not actually most. I would say not say most. I think almost everyone, every one of my friends are Malaysian and are Malay. So I don't quite get exposed to different cultures such as Chinese, Indians, or Sarawakians or Sabahan. Because when back in my days when I was in high school, the place where I go to school is a place where most of people stay there are Malay. So there's no other cultures such as Indian and Chinese or such. So I am not quite exposed to their culture. But getting to know about their culture might be a good thing because I can get to know about them more. So I'd love to get to know them if I were given the opportunity to do so.
For me, unfortunately, not that often because of my background. I grew up in a very religious background, so I don't have a lot of interactions with other races, but I do have mutual friends who are Chinese, who are Indian. So whenever we get to meet up, whenever we get to see each other, it's quite nice to see like how the language interacts, like the mixture of the languages, the belief systems, and the culture that we get to share between each other. So even though for me it's quite limited, but from what I do have, it's very interesting and I really like it.
I can say often depending during that time because due to my experience, I do have to interact with people outside of UiTM. As you all know, UiTM is a university that focuses on accepting students that are Bumi Putra. So we do not have a lot of students from other cultures here, but we do have lecturers that comes from other culture and races such as Indian and Chinese. So I can say it depends, but maybe for now, maybe due to week 14, so like nearing week 14, I do not interact with a lot of people. So for now, not a lot.
What is one cultural tradition from another community in Malaysia that you admire or find fascinating?
I think I would say Christmas because if Raya we got money, but Christmas I think if someone give me a present, I think it's a bit meaningful more than just the cash.
Wow.
Yeah, so I choose Christmas.
For me, it's Hari Raya Korban, which means that culture is not every culture or every races, or other races have. So which that culture is only special to Malays, or which is Malay Muslim.
Which Malaysian festival or celebration do you think best showcases unity and why?
Oh, that's a very tricky question.
It's not a tricky question.
That is very tricky question.
So take your time.
Let me try to remember back. I forgot the name. I actually went to one of the what do you say just now? Festival, right? Yeah, I actually went to festival one time, but I forget the name and the year because I was very young at that time.
What is the origin of the festival or celebration? Is it Malay or Chinese or Indian? You also cannot remember.
Yeah, I cannot remember. I was very young at that time, but I still remember that during the festival they showcased their unity. So there was like the Malay culture, the Chinese, the Indian cultures. They showcase their unity, and even though I don't remember much of it, I still remember that the celebration was very fun, was very good. Too bad I cannot remember. I cannot tell you the full detail because I was very young at that time. I don't remember much about it. Yeah.
But you do enjoy the festival.
I do enjoy it. I learn a lot of culture. I gain more knowledge about the Chinese culture as well as the Indian culture, their do's and their don'ts. All those stuff, the origins. I kind of like it actually. So yeah, that's my answer to your question.
For me, untuk saya lah kan, untuk saya rasa hari kemerdekaan lah sebab masa kemerdekaan tu satu rakyat Malaysia berkumpul. So macam mana kita dalam banyak-banyak kaum ni kan ada lain aspek dia semua, tapi kita bersatu pada hari tu untuk merayakan hari Malaysia kita merdeka, macam tu lah. Bagi saya tu benda yang paling cantik dan rasa macam haru lah, something macam tu lah.
Saya katakan hari selepas merdeka, hari terbentuknya Malaysia yang melibatkan Sabah dan Sarawak ini telah membawa keseluruhan Malaysia. Jadi daripada situ kita boleh bawa sekali daripada pihak Borneo dan Semenanjung, kita sambut sama-sama pembentukan Malaysia.
What are some misconceptions or stereotypes about your culture that you wish others would understand better?
Maybe the stereotypes for the Bugis people, because I do see that a lot of people do refer to the Bugis people sometimes as pirates, Lanun. So mostly because of our background of like Bugis people are very well known for their seafaring skills. So a lot of sometimes people would be like, oh, you guys are pirates and stuff like that. And also like Bugis people are very well known for their mystical powers, which I although somewhat agree because I've seen it firsthand, but I don't want it to be one of the stereotypes that people see, because because it's a very negative thing to associate to something, to especially to a culture. So yeah, I think that's one of the stereotypes that I wish people would understand better, is that we are not just pirates. We are not out there to steal everything from you, and we are not also going to send you sake or whatever. So just for fun,
For me, I mean, like, I do agree with Adam. Stereotype, actually, it depends on the way that people comprehend or interpret it. But I do agree that mostly stereotype is leaned towards the negative energy, the negative criteria. I won't comment much on the Australian part, but I will comment about my experience, my personal experience with being Malaysian or having experience with Malaysian. Don't worry, we are not penjajah. We did not even jajah for Malaysia. Yang jajah korang tu negara lain. Australia did not jajah. Matter of fact, Australia pun yang kena jajah. So yeah.
I think Melayu is malas. Yes. So I think not all Melayu is malas, because as you can see in UiTM here, majority of the Malay has their own organization. So I think that's an example of that. Malay is actually a hardworking community.
What message would you like to share with Malaysians about embracing diversity?
Wait, this one.
It's okay, you can just keep it short and simple.
Let's just have fun together and not judge each other, I guess. It's okay to joke around, but when it comes to a serious point where it's not a joke anymore, let's stop and look at the situation and be, happy and have an enjoyable time together. So yeah.
For my message, I'd say don't be racist. We are living in a multicultural, diverse country, so we should embrace each other.
My hope is for Malaysia is that everyone can adapt with each other's culture or tradition. So, in terms of culture, I hope that Malaysian can adapt with Indian or Chinese tradition or culture, since it could make us more berharap lah.
Okay, apa yang saya harap ke depan lagi adalah Malaysia ni boleh Malaysia ni boleh lagi merapatkan lah jurang antara kaum tu, sebab sekarang ni pun boleh nampak macam agak sedikit regang lah disebabkan beberapa faktor pasal social media lah, ada yang membakar-bakar lagi. So saya harap benda tu takkan terjadi lah. So kita ni aman makmur lah as Malaysian.
For me, bagi saya, harapan saya terhadap culture di Malaysia terus dikekalkan. Dan satu je saya nak kata, bersatu teguh bercerai roboh. Apabila kita bersatu, tidak ada yang mampu memisahkan kita. Itu saja dari saya.
So my hope is, I hope that people around the community, all cultural, they will unite together as one. United together. So there's no fight between races, so that we can create a better community.
My hope for the future, especially for the youngsters, they say, I hope that they will keep the unity, and I hope that there will not be any discrimination issues or any racism cases. I really don't want that, because we live in a country that have a lot of traditional cultures. So it's better for us to remain the unity because how to say this if we fall together.
Thank you guys for answering for my question for this quite short interview. And so yeah, I hope you guys are doing well for your final week. Okay, that is all from us. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye. Oh, bye. Bye. Bye.
Bye.